Hi there, so it's been a while since I've created a video. I've been busy doing them sketch cards, which I've now finished and sent back to Tops. There could be a possibility of doing more sketch cards, but then Walking Dead ones, there was quite a few of them. I didn't manage to do the full 67, so I would get like 5 back off them, which I can sell, and I'll probably do maybe some kind of auction through YouTube or something. I don't know. I'll just see. I'm going to be doing some more sketch cards for Tops. I think there's some Star Wars ones coming up, and there's probably some others next year. So yeah, it's been quite a good sort of like learning process of doing sketch cards for actual proper companies. So yeah, I enjoyed drawing them Walking Dead ones. There'll be a video clip when these cards are released. Obviously I can't show anything until they're released, which is I think mid-November or something. So, but I prepared a little video clip, and I've done some scans, so you'll probably see some scans of the finished ones. So yeah, so it's back to drawing. I don't know what I'm going to draw. I've got a few commissions to do. I've got one of them sketch covers to do for the Mummy, the Hammer comic. I'm going to try and get on with that sometime this week, and yeah, I'm just going to draw something. I don't know what, but it's been a while since I've tried to draw my own type of stuff, so I'm just going to draw my own type of thing and just see what is what. So I've decided to draw something this way with the paper, so I've got an idea for something, so we'll just see how it goes. So here we go. Draw like the head central to this. And then I'll draw like swamp, water, just like, zoom in a bit, I'll move the camera. Zoom out slightly. Yeah, I don't know. The lighting's shit, but there we go. What can you do? Drawing like an elbow there, which trying to work it out. It's a zombie, folks. Just requires just getting into this drawing and, you know, just see where it goes. Squeaky chair, irritating. Draw some of the bottom teeth and maybe the bottom jaw just poking out from the swamp. Water there. Can start to draw darker now that I've got the main elements placed in there. so after drawing them Walking Dead sketch cards, I've drawn quite a few zombie stuff. I'm trying to do some more like art prints for the Walking Dead and actually finish some. It's got me into like sort of like redoing some of the sketches that I did in sketch card form, and just maybe taking my time a bit more as well. But this is just like a freehand sketch, no like references or anything like that, just from my head really. I've got to get back into doing all that again. Just work out where all the inclines are going to go and shadowing and things like that. And there's this zombie arm. It's like probably like the shallow end of like a swamp, like it's just climbing out of it, perhaps. Let's see. Do like the shoulder of the other one, I don't know, could do. We shall see. See how it looks. All the rotten bits of the skull as well, and that ear's looking a bit shriveled. There's no ear on that side. These slight strands of hair. Just almost like stuck to the head with the swamp water. Adding in a lot of the shadowed areas now, just in pencil, and then I can work it all out later on with the ink pens. Zoom in too far because the lighting's not too good. Maybe I need to invest in some more lighting even during the day. It's you got some them dull overcast days, it's just not too good for doing drawing videos. Right, so I've got the pencil sort of image that I want. I think I'll start inking this now so you'll see it a bit more clearer coming together. Right, I can start to ink this now and just go to town on some detail. So just using this fine unipin 0.2, just trying to sort of add inclines which are different to the pencil lines. I'm just trying to make everything more rotten looking and shriveled, but just using the pencil lines as a guideline, as I always do with these drawings. Just start to add more detail in as I'm going along, flesh things out a bit more. Zoom in slightly. You can see it a lot better now when I'm starting to ink this drawing. Is this something about drawing these types of drawings, especially when you've been sort of like stuck drawing limited things like them sketch cards the last couple of weeks? It's just nice to get back to drawing my own type of artwork and just trying to come up with some drawings that I like, that I've created sort of out of my own head, rather than drawing from reference pictures. But it's been good practice drawing them sketch cards the last few weeks. It's made me look at reference pictures sort of in a new light, really. I can try and copy the reference pictures exactly as they are, or I can just use them as inspiration and just draw my own type of style. So it's made me think more about how I approach drawing as a whole as well. So yeah, it's been a useful exercise. So you'll see more Walking Dead drawings as time goes on. If I do Series 8 trading cards, which I think will be next year, then yeah, I'll do them. We'll just see what happens. It's work anyway, so I might as well. So a lot of illustrations lately, I'm trying to just capture like a snapshot. This will just be an illustration which doesn't fill the entire page. It's just like the mid bit here. I don't know why that is. I think it's sometimes illustrations work better if you just do whatever you want to with it, really. You know, I used to be concerned about trying to fill up the whole page in a drawing, but now not so much. It's just about capturing certain scenes or just an illustration. So yeah, just inking this drawing, adding in layers of darkness under the eyes. I think that I could do with another ink pen. I can't find my brush pen. I keep losing pens. Draw this hair that's just going straight down, like strands of hair. More details and things like that. Yeah, I'll just do some like hatching, just to show some shadowed area under the teeth. it's like the jaw of this zombie just sort of disappears under there because there's more like swamp water and things like that. There'll be other sorts of filthy looking details in the swamp, you know, just I don't know what's in swamps, algae and other sort of horrible stuff floating on there, which I want to get the details in there and things like that, so we shall see how it goes, but I'm liking this so far. Illustrations where you don't know how it'll turn out until you just get on with it, really. They're the best illustrations to me, you know. They may not work, but you gotta try and make them work, and if they don't work, then they don't work. That's just that. So there's more detailed bits on the head. We'll work on more shadowed areas. Yes. That, I don't know. Looks okay, but I'll just try and wing it at this point, just to make it look like I'm into that. But yeah, the arm could be too small, but who cares? Doesn't matter. I'm going for the overall idea, as I always do. As I always say, things can be redrawn, resketched, resized, things like that. So a lot of this area on the water will be like darker under here because it's like casting a shadow sort of thing, but I'm gonna deal with that a bit later on. I need to get a lot of the main elements sorted first. Still keep that shoulder in there, just poking up just out of the water. Do more like rotten details on the eyes, just to, yeah, don't really want to show it. It's like absolutely white looking eyes. It's like rotting from the inside, so it's a zombie, so I just want to get all the rotten details. Zombie looking. I could do with that brush pen as well. I'll have to find it. I've got another one, but I've got no ink cartridge for it, so it's yeah, so I can't use it. So think this is another ink pen on the way out. Oh well, I like to use them right up until they die, these ink pens. I think that's the best way to use them, rather than losing them and then just forgetting about them, and then you can't find them, and then you buy another ink pen or brush pen or whatever you've lost, and then suddenly the old one, it just turns up. It just says, "Here I am." No, actually, it doesn't really talk, does it? But what it does to me. No, it doesn't really. It's yeah, you know what I mean. It's like anything you lose, it always turns up. And you buy another one, it's like it's I don't know, like it's playing a trick on you. Anyway, yeah. So this drawing, once I return back to it, hopefully I would have found my brush pen. I might have done like darker areas under here, thicker lines, because I think this drawing needs it a bit. Needs more of a darker area, shadowed area under here. Just casting a shadow from maybe, I don't know, probably the moonlight up there, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. The eyes look uneven, but I meant to do that. Honest. So I found the brush pen, so I've just added like some darker areas there, which will go quite well against some of the drawing ink colours that I want to add. Some like colour washes, I think. I've got some sepia drawing ink, which will do for the swamp water. I've got some lime green, and then I've got like a yellow, which I can do the eyes, and any like highlights on the actual zombie, which will be the raised arm there, maybe the top of the head. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing right now. So I'm going to get a wash of this brown sepia type colour. I want it to be quite light, so I'm going to thin it with water. So I just have like a really light looking colour, and that'll be for the water. There we go, that'll do. Doesn't matter if it drips, because it doesn't matter. So I can just, it's a good job it didn't drip on the actual arm. So yeah, I want to get all the water in there. Doesn't matter if it goes over anywhere, it's just about working it out a little bit. Anyway, so you got that nice colour for the swamp water. It doesn't matter if it's even at this point, I can go over it later on. What I want to do now is just wash that brush out and then get the green and try and like add a nice real loose looking light green to the zombie. So I want to do the same, thin it all with water, make it really light. I ain't really erased the pencil lines because I'm not really bothered, to be honest. Just a bit lighter than that, and go over the eyes as well. So forget the shoulder there. And the arm there. Look at the, just lighten this top bit, scrape it off a bit just to make a light looking head. Get the tissue as well, dab it, take that excess off there. Then we've got like a lighter space there, which I can add some highlights in there later on, and yeah, pretty cool. So I want to go back and add the brown, another like brown wash, but it needs to be really light over this again, but this time I want to do it over the green a bit, slightly shadowed areas there, and just thin it off with a bit of water, blend the edges slightly, and then any excess just dab. Put a bit too much paint on there, and then so I want to pick out underneath, like the eyes and things like that, shadowed areas. Always avoid that lighter area because I want to blend that later on. I've missed a few areas, but doesn't matter. And the teeth, probably add a yellow little tint to them, as well as the eyes next. And just try and work on adding, just think about your drawings, your illustrations as in, like, you know, like layers. That's the best way to think about them. Just get a bit of yellow. No, I'm not really gonna thin this yellow down because I want the eyes to be quite bright yellow. I'll thin the yellow for the teeth because I can thin all that back later on. I can add a bit of yellow, the top highlight there, and on the top of the arm as well. Still, there needs to be just a little bit of lighter colour at the top. So we're working on it right now. I think I need some more darker brown, and because I want to add this in layers, you can sort of like hold back on the thinning it with water, and try and work on darkening areas now, especially where all this black is, and shadowed areas and things like that. Try and work on them. Obviously you can thin it other areas, you know, if there's too like harsher lines or things like that. Try and thin them out slightly. Get some yellow on them teeth at the bottom as well. Don't leave them out. And then we can go for some darker on the arm. Probably have to wait for some areas to dry. That's part of the layering process. I want some heavy ink shadows under the eyes there. Yeah, I'm going to wait until the rest of this is probably dried. I'll put like loads of brown in there. So that's dried now, and I've just started adding some more ink details, you know, particularly on the darker shades of this drawing. I've got like an 08 Unipin, so I need to add like darker areas on this drawing. So it's like just like a process of doing bits and pieces as you're going along, sort of thing. But I do like to have a detailed drawing. That's why, you know, I do these sorts of illustrations. I think the idea of like a swamp looking zombie just it's quite cool, so that's why I drew this. I was looking for my paper cutter, but I've lost that, so I wanted to like cut the paper and get rid of the excess, but like everything, I can't find that now, so it's always the case. But I do like the effect there that I've created there, sort of like a darkness there, like it's like this zombies coming out of the water, this dirty looking swamp water. But yeah, if I can get rid of the excess bits, I can just focus on the bit that I've coloured in here, add some more, you know, areas, maybe some highlights later on, but I'm going to see if I can add some coloured pencils to this and add some details and just see how it goes. So I managed to find the paper cutter, so I've just trimmed off a lot of the areas there. I want to go right up to the, you know, the edges, or near enough the edges on this, and just add, you know, a lot more layers of this drawing ink. Just maybe thin it out again with water. Just let it all spread out. Again, I don't want the darker colour. I want it to be thinned out even more. Just get all the areas there. Oh, dribble, dribble. So there's going to be just a bit of period of drying time with this, but that's always to be expected. I'll try and go right up to the, you know, all the areas that I need to be the swampy colours, you know. Fill in all the white areas. And I'll just let that background bit dry. I can work on a bit more on the actual zombie. I've got a darker green somewhere, if I can dig it out. Oh, here we go, I found it. Let's move that slightly back. Just want to add some slightly darker green to the zombie. But I want to do like a bit of a colour wash again. And it's just over the green areas, you know, the bits that I've left. Very thin that bit out a bit. Don't want to be the entire thing, just little bits here and there. I'd say that's it for the moment. I'll just let that dry and come back to it. I think some more details, some more like swampy details in the background, and we'll see how it goes. I've said that quite a lot lately. So I think I'll leave it there for now, but I've added just some extra sort of like glazes of you know, the brown drawing ink and the green drawing ink, and it's just accidentally created like an accidental pattern. I assume it's from the drawing board with these like spots. It's somehow seeped through or created these, I don't know, but I quite like the texturing on these, and it's given me some sort of extra texture for the zombie water or something. Well, the swamp water, not the zombie water. Yeah. Anyway, so it could like form like little bits of algae and other dirt and muck and mud and I don't know, other stuff, but I quite like the autumn sort of feel to this, you know, the colours. That's what I was sort of aiming for. It needs more work obviously, because there's little white patches here and there that I don't quite like and things like that. Yeah, but I think more detail, more work on it could create hopefully a piece of artwork that I'm happy with, but I'm happy with it so far. Yeah, quite like it. Cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers now.